Everybody. Hey, turn your sound up and join me. Hey, Facebook friends. Good to see you. It's me, Sarah Petty. Hey, we're live. We're live. I love it. I love it. Hey, look, I get it. I have been a photographer for 18 years. I'm going through a lot of pain right now building my new studio that I've been wanting for, I don't know, my whole life. And I remember when I first started, and even now with digital, because I was film, there are more competitors than ever. They're on every street. It's so easy to play those mind games of, I've got to be cheaper, I've got to be cheaper, I've got to get more clients quick. Well, I want to talk to you about 11 marketing mistakes that I see photographers making. They're mistakes that you want to avoid. All right? So I want you avoiding these mistakes. They're things that are so easy to do. There's so much pressure when you're an entrepreneur. So let's just jump in, okay? Here we go. Mistake number one. Anybody want to take a guess at what mistake number one is? You guys can type right in here to me. Mistake number one is trying to mimic your competitors' marketing moves, right? I know you've done it. You've been out in the world and you've seen a competitor and you're like, they're everywhere, they're busy, they're having clients, so they must be marketing this way. That's how I should market. And really, that is probably the biggest mistake you could make. And I'll share a story. I worked at an advertising agency for years. And I remember a client called us and said, hey, I saw my biggest competitor on a billboard on South Grand. I should be doing a billboard. And we said, okay, let's talk about that next year. We just got your plan in place. You have to stay the course. And he was like, okay, we calmed him down, had the talk about it and why billboards could or couldn't fit into his strategy. And then a couple weeks later, I was at a Chamber of Commerce event and I was visiting with the billboard company owner because we bought media from all of them. And I was just chatting with him, how's business? And he said, oh, it was great. We have a new client and his niece works for us and it was her first sale. And we're like, oh. So he just bought it to be helpful to his niece. There was no rhyme or reason. And our client was all, oh, my competitors are there. So forget what your competitors are doing and go back to solid, proven marketing strategies that work. Okay, marketing mistake number two. Mistake number two, diving into discounting. Diving into discounting. It's so easy. We hear all this pressure. Oh, they'll give me a CD for a couple $100 or somebody else is having a sale. So it's so easy for us to just think, oh, I don't have any clients, so I'll just discount today, get clients, and then someday I'll charge what I'm worth. But the problem is it's a vicious cycle. You attract price-sensitive buyers who the second somebody else is cheaper, they're going to leave you. You train your really good clients to wait for a sale and you're devaluing the long-term value of your brand because now people see you as being worth what your discount was. So that's a huge mistake. What happens is those clients don't have loyalty. They make you question yourself. It's just overall a really hard strategy as a photographer to ever compete with because look, most small business owners compete with cheap, but as photographers, we compete with free. Because everybody has a digital camera, right? Hi, Dawn. Oh, well, you may be making these mistakes. Let me keep going and you can see, all right? Mistake number three. Mistake number three. Are any of you sticking business cards at other businesses and calling it marketing? So you think, oh, I'm going to put business cards with other business owners and that's partnering and they're going to send me all this business. When was the last time you ever picked up a business card from another business and made a major purchase? We don't want people picking a photographer from a business card. You typically don't. You pick up a discount, you pick up some kind of sale. You don't pick your realtor to buy you an expensive home from a business card on a counter. You get it from a referral. You ask around. So there are so many better ways to attract clients. That's not going to work. You might as well just take the money and hand it out to people. That will maybe get at least conversation started. Okay, mistake number 4. This is a big one. Thinking marketing is optional. If you build it, they will come, right? It's so easy. If we think, oh, if we're good enough photographer, they're going to come and they're going to see my work and they're just going to have it. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Marketing is not an option. If you want a profitable, successful business, even if it's a part-time business, there are certain things you have to do to be successful. Just like if you want to be an athlete, you have to eat right, you have to exercise, you have to train, you have to eat vitamins, you have to just do these things for the long term. It's not a one-time thing. Like I'm going to take vitamins for tonight because I have a big weekend of fitness competition. It's not going to help you one time. It's a long-term commitment. So thinking marketing is optional is a big mistake that is easy to get into, and then you panic and you discount. So you only have price to market on if you're thinking marketing is optional. All right, mistake number 5. Many of you are guilty of this. I'm going to give you an illustration. Yeah, we sit behind our computer all day. Big mistake. Big mistake. We're busy. We're checking email. We're busy. No. Shut the computer, get out of the house or the studio or the basement or the garage, get out into your market. Volunteer, connect, meet people, help other business owners. That's how we market. We don't sit at our computer, okay? Angela said, need to hear this one. We're all at our computer. Number 6, many of you, a big mistake you're making as entrepreneurs is that you neglect to schedule marketing time. If you think it's just going to happen, it's not. Or you're reactive. You answer the phone and somebody says, oh, hey, I have an opportunity. And you think, haven't marketed lately. Okay. You throw something out the door. It doesn't work. And you just don't really think about it. No, you have to schedule marketing just like you schedule your clients. Okay. You have to schedule marketing just like you schedule your clients. For me, Monday is my marketing day. I put it on my calendar. I'm proactive. Every Monday I work on marketing. That's what I do because that's how I keep clients coming in. Because the bottom line is, guys, if you don't have clients, you don't have a business. All right? If you don't have clients, you don't have a business. It's that simple. Mistake number 7. Mistake number 7. This one's a little painful for me, because I see it all the time. I see photographers creating their own marketing materials, sometimes in Microsoft Word or Photoshop. It's crazy. I hear photographers complaining about consumers who, they have a fancy camera and they think they're a professional. Well, I see photographers making this mistake doing the same thing. I have Photoshop and fonts, so I'm a professional graphic designer. And I'm telling you, people can see the difference between amateur design and professional design. And professional design elevates your brand, makes you worth more, and the perception is for people that you're worth more. I'm talking about anything from the design on your website, if you have business cards, which I'm not even a fan of, anything you print, it should have bells and whistles. It should have beautiful design. It should twist and turn and be so much better. I'm pulling out different little samples that I've done with die cuts and spins. It can't be vanilla and capture the right consumers. We want to get the consumers who love us and value what we do, not the price sensitive bottom feeders who are just looking for cheap photography. That's great. There are plenty of photographers out there for them. But if we want to stay in business, we have to attract clients who value what we do so we can spend more time with them and do amazing things and thrill them. We can't be cheap and giving stuff away if that's what we want. Mistake number 8. Are you ready for it? You're going to know this is true. Wasting too much time on social media. Who's guilty of it? Who's guilty of it? Raise your hand. I know you are. Anybody on here live with me? I know it's true. It's so easy. I'm just going to go on Facebook for a second. Look where you are. I'm going to go on Instagram. Ooh, and then I have to check Twitter and LinkedIn and Snapchat. And guys, Again, this takes all your time. All you have in the day is time. Can you use social media to connect with people or follow up with them or listen to what's happening in their life? Sure. But let's go back to real high touch marketing activities where we're face to face with people. We're not behind a computer again. Dawn says, doing it right now, but this doesn't count, right? Okay, I'm going to let you slide here, Dawn. This is marketing education, so that's a little bit different. Number 9, mistake number 9. At the end of the rainbow, there is not a pot of gold when you rent a mailing list. Many photographers are looking for the proverbial, what mailing list do I rent? There is no mailing list that you can rent, guys. That's magic. Those are cold leads. You might as well just look names up in the phone book. They're cold leads. You want to be marketing to warm leads, getting introductions, partnering with other businesses, being out in your community. It's one relationship at a time, building trust, giving love, making friends, and building your business one person at a time. All right. Number 10, mistake number 10. Many photographers, if they are marketing, they're gambling on mass advertising. That's a very dangerous game. And why? It's expensive. It's very expensive. With mass advertising, TV, radio, billboards, I've done it all because I worked at an ad agency. We bought all that stuff and most of our clients were much bigger. They had $50,000 and above budgets, which means they were at least $500,000 businesses. And we would negotiate and buy media for them and we would get results, but we would say to them, if you can't do at least this size of a schedule, you're not going to get results. And so we taught them how to do it right. Most photographers can't do that. So you're wasting this money. I see photographers putting big money into magazine ads and newspaper and sometimes even TV. It's like looking for a needle in the haystack versus what I love to teach is if you're looking for a certain kind of needle, go find where the people are who have the needles. Maybe you go to the sewing club because you know what? They open their little box and they have all these needles. Right? So if you're targeting moms with babies, why don't you go speak at a mom baby group? Why don't you partner with a business who sells clothing or items to moms and babies? There are needles everywhere. There's no haystack of people who are not in your target audience. Same with weddings, boudoir, pets, any kind of photography that you're doing. All right? Mistake number 11. Are you ready? This is a pretty big one. This is a pretty big one. Mistake number 11. So many of you don't bother to build and nurture your database. Your database is your biggest asset. What I'm talking about is not just your contacts in your phone, but it's having a database with people, with notes about them. Shoot, when I'm slow in my photography business, I book my clients from my database. I go out there and create demand. I take notes on when they have a new baby. I know at what points they should come back in the baby's life so that we can document it for them. We're serving them. Okay, we're not being annoying. It's our job as a photographer to keep them celebrating their families at all these different times. My dad passed away a year ago, miss him greatly, but my mom is now managing the home and the yard and everything that, he had always made decisions on and taken care of. And the yard service, who had been helping him out the last couple years, they came and called my mom and they knew my dad had passed and they said, your husband always liked this in the fall where they go along with their grader and they dig up the big chunks of dirt. Aeration, I guess, I don't know. And they're like, we just wanted to see, no big deal if not, but wanted to see if you wanted that. She's like, oh, he would have loved that. Okay. And she's really happy that she's able to keep the yard up the way he wanted it and the way she wants it too. But he was doing her a service because her yard started falling apart and it's looking really dingy. And that's not something she wants. So you have to remember, you're serving your clients by not letting these major life things go by without getting photography. Okay, so your database, Jessica, you're right. Your database is your business, right? So when I need high school seniors, we go to the database. When I'm slow in the winter, we go to the database. If I want to do a pet promotion or a holiday card promotion, we go to the database. You all have one. If you don't have it in a usable form, make that an action step. All right, make that an action step. So I hope you guys liked my 11 marketing mistakes that I see photographers making that you want to avoid. Okay, if you want to get more and you're looking for inspiration, this is the time of year that I really get excited about my photography business, because summer's hot, it's slower, we're all with our kids if we have them. And then the kids after Labor Day, they go back to school, and it's sort of that, okay, it's time for business. If you've slacked off this year or you're really just ready to get going, now is the time. Kids are back in school, people all have tan, they've exercised this summer, they're ready for photography. So this is sort of when the proverbial ducks are flying. So if you guys want more inspiration and motivation and some mind shift changes and game changer strategies, I want you to join me. If you go to joyofmarketing.com/marketing challenge, joyofmarketing.com/marketing challenge, you can sign up for my upcoming 5-day marketing challenge, where every day I'm going to be coming here live on Facebook to give you meaty challenges, action steps, a challenge every day that you can do that is completely going to change how you look at your photography business and how you look at marketing. Okay, it's not this big, hard, scary, expensive thing. I know you've probably tried it before and you're scared, you hate it, it didn't work, you don't know what to do. I'm going to make it so easy for you. Okay, I'm going to give you these 5 days in a row, actually skipping the weekend. I'm here weekdays, but starting September 8th, it's a Thursday. So mark it on your calendar. Let's meet here. We're going to go through, you can print out this workbook and you can be working through it. This will give you good motivation to make changes. I know when you need to make habit changes, just like getting back into the exercise routine for me now that my kids are back in school, I lay out my shoes in the morning in my workout clothes so that I get up and I don't have any excuses. Same thing. You can print this out and lay it there to remind yourself that you are going to be a better marketer this year, because marketing equals freedom. If you can market, you can stay in business because it answers everything. If you can bring clients in, you can fix everything else. You can outsource. You can get your dream studio. You can pay the bills. You can fix everything else that is broken. All right, so I hope you guys will join me. I'm stoked. I'm moving into my new building soon. My life is a mess because I'm filled with a drywall plaster, but you know what? It's not stopping me because I have the same goals that you have, and that's to make a profitable, happy fall, one where I don't have to kill myself because I'm underpriced. All right. Thanks, Jessica. She says, #worth every penny. I love it. That's what I want for all of you guys. So sign up and join me. We'll meet here on Facebook Thursday, September 8th, and sign up again, joyofmarketing.com/marketing challenge. And we will get through Labor Day weekend and we will be ready to really rock together. Okay, I'll see you guys then. Bye now.